Believe it or not, there is a kidnapping scam. This type of scam involves a fraudster pretending to have kidnapped a family member and demanding a ransom for payment. Here's a clip of a lady who is well aware of scams, but was not aware that this was one at all.
I need to tell everyone about a really bad scam that I experienced. I don't know if you can tell, I've been crying all morning. So I was awoken this morning at 7:20 a.m. roughly to a phone call from my sister. Like it was her contact, it was her face that popped up on my phone. It looked exactly like my sister was calling. So I answered it, and it was a man's voice on the other end screaming at me, telling me, "You're not going to call anyone else. You're not going to call the police. You're not going to talk to anyone. I have your sister." And like this sounds, it's so hard for me to describe to you how real this all sounded. Like, I'm not an idiot. I'm so good at spotting phishing emails. I'm so good at spotting spam calls. I never fall for anything. And this was like the realest, scariest moment of my entire life, literally. And the guy was screaming at me. He sounded completely unhinged. He sounded crazy. I heard muffled sobs in the background that sounded like a woman's voice. So of course I was like, "Oh my God, that's my sister." I fully 100% believed that this was real, especially since it was her contact that popped up on my phone. It wasn't some random number. So anyways, I end up talking to this guy for like 15 minutes. I'm trying to calm him down. I'm having like small talk with him, and I end up sending him money. And what's weird about it too is it's not like he was like, "Send me $1,500 in gift cards." It wasn't like that. He was like, "I need you to send me money. I need to get home. I just got out of jail. I'm just trying to get home. I'm not a bad person." He was saying. He started crying, like legit. There was even one point, this is the part that still gives me chills and makes me really scared. There was one point I heard a sob in the background, and the guy said, "Listen, you need to calm down. You're going to hurt yourself. I'm going to get money from your sister, and then everything's going to be fine. I'm going to let you go." So luckily I wasn't home alone. My mom happened to be in town visiting. When I first got the call, I ran downstairs and woke her up, but silently, because the guy was telling me not to tell anyone. And so she called the police. And then I took the call outside on my front porch because I didn't want the guy to hear any background noise. I was terrified that he was going to kill my sister. So my mom called the police. Then she called my sister's actual number, and my little sister picked up. So anyway, we realized my sister was okay, and that was all good. But this was really, really scary. Like, it felt so real that I'm not kidding. I'm traumatized and I'm worried about PTSD. I'm not kidding. If you get a call like this, I read that it's recommended that you hang up and then immediately call back because it'll call your actual contact.
Family member kidnapping scams can be very scary and emotional. But by staying informed and being cautious, you can protect yourself and your loved ones from falling victim. Remember to always verify information and to trust your instincts if something seems suspicious.